Hey everybody, it is Becky Williams from Full on Purpose, and I wanted to do a real quick video for you on healthy lunches. So I do know that even if you work from home like I do, it's a lot of times I'm just grabbing whatever is the easiest, and sometimes that is not going to be the healthiest choice for you. And so I wanted to give you a couple ideas on how to make sure that you have a healthy lunch if you're a work at home mom, if you're a mom who works outside of the home. Either way, I want something that's a quick win for you that tastes good still, because we don't want to have to just eat stuff just to eat it. But I also want it to be healthy for you. I want it to be easy for you and delicious. Okay, so let's look at the healthy lunch checklist. A healthy lunch can be as simple as an equation. So if you were part of my Mama Refresh group, you know that I talked about how to refresh your plate and that you're going to have a combination of macronutrients. The word macronutrients just means carbs, protein, fat. So every single diet that's ever been made on the face of the earth is just a combination of protein, carbs, fat, timing, and types of food. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're keto or you're paleo or whatever it is. The idea is just how you're going to put your plate together and what makes sense for you. Okay, so this is one way to save a lot of money each month, is to pack homemade lunches. Aside from tremendous savings, homemade lunches are almost always healthier than what you end up going to the drive-thru and grabbing. Okay, so let's look at it. First, you're going to fill up on nutrient-dense, non-starchy vegetables. Okay, these are going to be really, really good for micronutrients, which means foods that have, or the parts of the food that is like the vitamin, the mineral, that kind of stuff. It's very hard to overeat whenever you are filling up on vegetables first. Okay, so dark leafy greens are going to be rich in fiber, and they aren't real calorie dense. So that's a great place to start. Also, I put on here, do at least 3 different colored vegetables. It makes your meal pretty, and it also has different nutrients and things like that in each of the meals, or each of the vegetables rather. All right, so the second thing is to make sure that you get in your protein. This is super, super important. One problem or one issue that I find that moms forget is to eat enough protein. You may be grabbing an apple or something like that and you're not pairing it with a protein. That's why you're going to be hungry a lot faster. It's hard to stay full, and you may go on that blood sugar roller coaster because you're not having enough protein in your diet. Also, a lot of people who start like a ketogenic diet, they will fill up on those fats and not hit their proteins. They find that their hair starts falling out. And part of that is because they're not getting enough protein. Okay, so it's an extremely important and extremely valuable macronutrient. It's responsible for giving every cell in your body and repairing any damaged tissue. So like if you're working out, you definitely need to make sure that you have enough protein as well. I put on here, it can be plant-based, such as tofu or legumes, or animal-based, such as chicken breast or salmon. So it doesn't matter what type of food plan you have. It can be plant-based or it can be animal-based, whatever fits you. All right, next is don't skip on the healthy fats. I've said this over and over and over for years, but fat does not make you fat. If you are getting the right kinds of fat in your diet, avocado is a fabulous choice for this. I buy my avocados from Costco already frozen, because most of the time I'm not sitting and just eating an avocado by itself. I'm usually putting it either in a salad or in a smoothie, like for breakfast. Okay. Next is include fiber and whole grains. Now, even if you're not doing the whole grains, you can still add in fiber, which most of us do not get in enough fiber. This is essential for your digestive system. One issue that I see is that I will tell someone, or suggest to them that they need more fiber in their diet, and they will be like, all right, great. And they'll start adding flaxseed and chia seeds and all that type of thing to their smoothie. And then they get the opposite effect. Okay, so if you are not consuming a lot of fiber right now, my suggestion is for you to go slowly so that your body can adapt. Okay. I put here, try switching to brown rice, whole grain bread, and other pseudo grains such as quinoa or buckwheat, because the fiber, you will also notice that these alternatives will keep you full longer. So my favorite is brown rice. It's very simple to cook with that. For example, we're making sure that we clean out everything in our pantry before we do another grocery run. So last night I had rice, I had chicken stock, and I had leftover turkey that was frozen in our freezer from Thanksgiving. And I also had half of a bag of onions and bell peppers, just the frozen kind. So I just cooked the onions, bell peppers down with a little bit of avocado oil. Once that was cooked down, threw in half the bag. I did defrost it first, but I threw in half the bag of turkey breast from Thanksgiving and put that in there. And then I put in 4 cans of chicken stock, cooked it down, put in a 1 pound bag of rice. And my family loved it. Both the boys said, "Mom, you got to make this again." I was not expecting it to be that great. And a little secret is I actually meant to make it a soup, but I poured in too much rice and it was too late once it was already in the pot. So it ended up being kind of like a rice casserole dish, but everybody loved it. So it's a very easy way to get in whole grains. Obviously, I'm not suggesting that you just eat rice all the time. That's not going to help your figure for sure, but that's just an idea to be able to get in different grains and things in your diet. As far as adding more fiber, the easiest way that I find to add fiber is to eat salads for lunch. Just swap out your proteins and then to add in fiber to your shakes in the morning, because you're not going to taste it. If you throw in some flaxseed or some chia seeds in your smoothies in the morning for your breakfast, you're gonna notice a difference with that. All right, also don't forget to drink water. I am working on this. I'm setting timers today to remind myself to drink water, especially with nursing. I need a lot more water and I forget. I honestly just forget to drink anything during the day. It's not that I'm filling up on other stuff. I just forget to drink. So you need to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces per day. Also, if you're exercising or you're sweating or you're breastfeeding, all of those things, you need to up that water. Also, if you're drinking coffee, for every cup of coffee that you have, you need to replace it with another cup of water. All right, so here are some quick and simple make-ahead lunch recipes for you. Salad in a jar. Okay, Pinterest has tons of examples on that. I may even teach a class on this. I have a whole course on how to create yummy salads in a jar. Bistro boxes, pesto zoodles, so you can get you a fun little zoodle maker. I got one of those for Christmas. Buddha bowls, love Buddha bowls. A Buddha bowl is just whenever you literally have different ingredients that you do. So if you don't do meal prep, you can actually just do food prep. Food prep is you will steam some sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, or you'll cook some rice, and then you'll have your vegetables already ready to go. And then maybe you put some chicken breast or turkey breast and cook that down in your Instant Pot. Go ahead and steam it and don't add any seasonings or anything to it. And then when you go to make your Buddha bowl, you can just take the chicken and season it however you want. Another example, this would be like a taco bowl. That's very similar, okay? Veggie fajita tacos, frittata and a salad, spinach lasagna rolls, and veggies. So these are all super quick, super easy, very delicious, very versatile. So if you just follow a structure, I know this is what works for me. If I just follow the same structure every single day for how I eat, I will stay on track a lot better. I don't like to eat the same food over and over and over. That gets boring. But if I just keep my breakfast to either eggs or a shake, I keep my lunch to a salad or leftovers. And on the salad, you can just swap out your protein. So you can do tuna, you could do chicken, you could do turkey, you could do ham, whatever you wanted to do. And then for dinner, it could be either a casserole or a soup or some type of crock pot meal. So if you just keep it consistent, I do find that it's easier to stay on track, and then you can just swap out whatever the ingredients are, as long as you're making that power punch with your carbs, your protein, and your fats. Okay? So if you have any other questions for me, if you'd like some recipe ideas, here's my website. And also, if you are not part of our Full on Purpose Hangout, that is where it is happening right now with recipes and information and challenges and all of that. So if you are not part of that group, get on over to that group. That is where I share a lot of stuff. And that is on Facebook. Just search in Full on Purpose Hangout and you will find us. I hope you have a fabulous day. Remember that you're awesome, and I would love to see these healthy meals that you create. Post them on our page in the group, and I'll see you in there.